Hi everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh again on behalf of Sai Education for Comparative Examinations. So we're going to continue with our lecture on square root and cube roots. We left at number 28, so let's start number 29. Now number 29 is very similar to one of the previous questions, so I'm not doing it. I want you to try it. I would like to do number 30, okay? It says, find the smallest number that must be multiplied to a cube into b raised to 8 into c raised to 6 divided by d raised to 7. Sorry, there is an arrangement mistake here. I think it's some typo error. To make it a perfect square. Okay. So, yes. So, this is, suppose, so when you're given this answer choice, you try multiplying this term by each of the answer choices and see if you get a perfect square. So, let us try AD. Why am I trying AD? Why not A? Because for this entire term to be a perfect square, we have to solve the problem of D also. D raised to, it should be an even number. Then only it can be divided by 1 by 2. Similarly, A raised to should be an even number, not 3. So D must be involved. So I cannot choose option A. I cannot choose option C. Definitely not option D because A is not involved in option D. So it has to be number B. Let's try. So this term into AD, what do I get? Again, I get square root of A cube. Sorry. Let us not do it this way. Let us do it right. So it should be AD into the entire term. A cube into B8 into C6 divided by D7. So you would get A4 into B8 into C6 divided by D6. Why 6? Because this can be written as, okay, let's write it, D7 minus 1. Why? Because you know this rule. How did I get minus? So D, if it's in the numerator, this is equal to D raised to 1. If I want to put this in the denominator, how can I put it? I can't put 1 by D because that's a new term. It has to be the same. So the way I put it, when I put it in the numerator, it becomes D into D raised to, D into D raised to minus 1. So then this term becomes A raised to 4, B raised to 8, C raised to 6 divided by D raised to 6. So if we take the square root of this, do you think it will be a perfect square? It is a perfect square. It is, because each of these variables are raised to an even number which can be divided by 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? Square root of A can be written as A raised to 1 by 2, for example, or X. Let's not get confused. Let's say it is square root of X can be written as X raised to 1 by 2. So if I take the square root of this, it can easily, all these exponents can be easily divided by 2, and hence this is a perfect square. Understood? So always look at the answer choices and work accordingly. 31 is similar to 30, so do it by yourself. Now let's move to 32. Okay, they have given x plus 1 by x is equal to 5. Then what is x square plus 1 by x square? Okay, so you remember the formula a plus b whole square? What was it? What is our expansion? A square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So if I take a is equal as x and b as 1 by x, therefore a plus b is equal to 5, because x plus 1 by x, that is a plus b, is equal to 5. This implies, and if I square both sides, that is a plus b whole square, then I square 5 square, then it gives me this expression, 5 square, which is equal to 25, equals x square plus 1 by x square plus 2x into 1 by x, 2ab. So x and 1 by x get cancelled. So I get 25 equals x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Therefore, x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 25 minus 2, which is 23. That is what they are asking for. The answer is option C. Clear? Very simple, but you should know when to use which formula. 33 and 34 are similar, so please do it by yourself. So is 35. I would like to do 36. So similar question, x plus 1 by x is equal to 5. What is x cube plus 1 by x cube? Same thing, same idea. You have to apply the same idea, but here you have to use the formula for cube. So what is x plus 1 by x whole cube? So x plus 1 by x is equal to 5. Let us take cubes of both sides. So x plus 1 by x cube is equal to 5 cube, which is 125, right? 5 cube is 125. Let us expand this. It will be x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 x square into 1 by x plus 3x into 1 by x square. Look at the formula for a plus b whole cube, you will get it. So once you expand, you will get this term. You simplify, you substitute here x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 after simplification. Then you will get x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to 125 minus 15, which is 110, and which is the answer that they also got, right? Okay, 37 is very similar to what we did, so please do it by yourself. Let's do 38. Okay, which is the largest among the following? Okay, now do you think you'll have to calculate the square root? No need. Just there are simple ways of doing it. Look what they have said. Find the square of the given numbers. Okay, simply square all these numbers. So 5 into square root of 11 whole square is nothing but 25 into 11, which is 275. Similarly, square each of these numbers and see which is the largest among them. The largest among them is 64, this one, option C, 8 root 5. So whenever you get questions, try to find shortcuts. And how will you know what shortcut to use? You'll come to know that only when you practice. So please start practicing. Okay. So this is one important way of doing it. Please know these shortcuts. You'll only know it if you practice. Okay. Number 39. A man plants 15,376 apple trees in his garden and arranges them so that there are as many rows as there are apple trees in each row. The number of rows is how much? Okay. So the number of apple trees is 15,376. Okay. So he arranges the apple trees in the garden in such a way that the total number of rows is equal to the total number of apple trees in each row. So let the number of rows be equal to n. Row 1, 2, 3 till row n, like I've given. This is an orchard. Therefore, the number of trees in each row is n. This means that in the first row we have 1, 2, 3, so on till n apple tree. Okay, this is the first tree. Similarly, we have for each row. All right. Therefore, total number of trees is equal to how much? Let's look at this. In one row, there are n apple trees. How many rows are there? N. Therefore, how many trees are there on all the n rows? It is n into n, which is n square. But we already know that n square is equal to the total number of rows, the total number of trees, which is equal to 15,376. So how do you find n? Find the square root of that. Using the long division method, which we discussed yesterday, we first pair the number from the extreme right, pair it, okay, then find the suitable divisor. Here it is 1, 1, 0. We bring the entire pair down, the next pair down, 53, and here it becomes 1 into 2. So 2 into another factor should give me a number which is less than or equal to this number. For me it is 2, so it is 22 here. Okay, so 22 into 2 is 44. Balance is 9. You bring the next pair down, 76, and here it becomes 12. So 12 into 2 is 24. So 244 and that is the right answer. Okay. Number 40. A general wishes to draw up or arrange his 36,581 soldiers in the form of a solid square. So he wants to arrange his soldiers in the form of a square, solid square. After arranging them, he found that some of them are left over. How many are left? Okay, now total number of soldiers is 36,581. So he wants to arrange them in the form of a solid square. So that means number of columns is equal to number of rows. Let number of columns be equal to n. Therefore, number of rows is also equal to n. Therefore, total number of soldiers. Okay. is equal to, and let there be n soldiers on each row. So total number of soldiers is equal to n square, which is n soldiers in one row into n rows, okay, which is 36,581. Therefore n is equal to the square root of this. Again, we have to find the square root using the long division method, which I have already explained, so I'm not explaining now. But in this case, you will find that there is a remainder of 100. This means that this is not a perfect square. If it was a perfect square, all the soldiers would have fit into the square. But they have not. That is why you have a remainder of 100. Therefore, the number of soldiers that are left out of the square or left over is nothing but 100. Understood? That's how you find it. If the remainder was 0, this means that all these soldiers were arranged in the square, but they cannot be because this is not a perfect square. That's why there is a remainder. That means some of these soldiers had to be left out of the square. If they were included, it would not be a square. That's why they were left out, and therefore the answer is 100, which is what even they got. Okay, number 41. A group of students decided to collect as many paise from each number of the group as is the number of members. If the total collection amounted to 59 rupees 29 paise, the number of members in the group is how many? See, first of all, please keep practicing, because then only you will understand how to approach each problem. Okay, so the total amount that is collected is 59 rupees 29 paise, which is nothing but 5,929 paise. How did I get this? 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, right? Therefore, 59 rupees is equal to how much? 59 into 100, which is 5900, plus 29 paise, which is 5929 paise. Got it? Let the number of members be equal to n. Okay. Now, what they are saying is each decided to collect as many paise from each number, it should be member of the group, as is the number of members. So let the number of members be n. Therefore, each person will pay n paise. Understood? So how do we write the total amount collected? It would be n paise from the first person plus n paise from the second person till person number n. So it would be n paise into n members, that is n square, which is 5,929. Therefore, to find n, we have to find the square root of this. Use the long division method, which we discussed. You will see that you will get 77 paise. N is equal to 77 paise, which is also equal to 77 members, and that is the correct answer. All right. Okay. Remember, we left out number 3 and 4. Let's do that now. Okay. It's to do with cubes. A solid cube is painted red in all its faces. Faces means this is a face, for example. 1 face, 2 face, 6. There are 6 faces for a cube. Face 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom, 5 behind, and 6 here behind. And cut into 343 smaller cubes of equal size. How many smaller cubes will be there with one side only? That is, one side painted only. That is, for example, in this cube, we don't know how many cubes it is split into, but here in this cube, this is not 343 cubes, this is bigger cubes. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom, 5 behind, and 6 on this side. 6 cubes with only one side which is painted, right? 1, 2, 3. Similarly, 1 at the bottom, 1 at the back. That would be 5. Then 6 here. So what do we do? So it is cut into 343 cubes. So 343 cubes of equal size. It is equivalent to saying that the volume is 343. So what is the volume of a cube? Volume of a cube is nothing but the side A cube. So the volume of this would nothing be the cube root of 343, which is 7. A is the volume is 343, therefore the side would be cube root of 343, which is 7. Right, this is what is given. Surface area would be 6a square, that is 6 into 7 square, which is equal to 294. Now a cube has 6 faces, which I told you, right? And it has 12 edges. What are the edges of a cube? Let me show you what you mean by edges. Okay, let us take a cube. Looks like this. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is phase 1, 2, 3, 4 is at the bottom, 5 is behind, and 6 is here. So there are 6 faces, right? 6 sides. Now what is edge? Edge is nothing but this, the edge. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we have how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So we have 12 edges, and that's what they have given here. Therefore, in a cube, how many cubes are there where there are 3 sides painted? These will be the cubes at the corner. For example, this one. It has 3 sides painted, 1, 2, 3. Here also it will be 1, 2, 3. So how many such cubes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 at the bottom. So there are 8 cubes which have 3 sides painted. Cubes with 2 sides painted are nothing but this formula, a minus 2, that is the length of the side, 7 minus 2 into 12. Why 12? 12 is the number of edges. One side painted cubes is this formula, a minus 2 whole square into 6, and 0 side painted cubes is a minus 2 cube. So how many smaller cubes will there be? Only one side painted, it would be 150, that is number C. You'll have to memorize these formula, but understand how we got number of faces, number of edges, and so on. Number 4 is similar to this, so please try it out on your own. Keep practicing, because otherwise you're not going to be able to use any of the shortcuts that we discussed. The more you practice, the better. So all the best, and this brings us to the end of this topic. We'll be starting a new topic in the next lecture. So until then, see you and take care.